guys to see this show. Give it up, make some noise for Mike Levy!
Great job, great, yeah. Yes. Thank you all. Keep it going for Jackie, everybody. Clap it for Jackie. One more time for James Tierney, everybody. One more time for James. This is it, baby. This is it. Thank you guys so much for coming out tonight. Happy Sunday. Thank you for being on a Sunday night. Thank you. This is good. I can tell you're a good audience. I heard people cheering for the dentist earlier. There we go. We're going to have fun tonight. How many of you know, does anyone in here know anything about this part of the show? Does anyone know anything about what I'm going to do right now? No, but you still bought tickets. That is fantastic. That is the power of the Blue Brick Theater. Because everyone's like, fuck it, why not? We'll go support this guy. Fuck it. You have no idea. I could just do poetry. I mean, why not? Fuck it. This show is called Healing Plus, okay? So you enjoy the stand-up section of the show. This is now, this is a choose your own adventure comedy show right now, okay? So, yeah, you're into it? Yeah? Someone said yeah. Someone said yes, then I pointed at them and they're like, never mind. I was into it, but now you put the spotlight on me, so now fuck you. Is that, did you say yes? Did you? What's your name, miss? Alright, never mind. Alright, yeah. I was right the first time. This is a choose your own adventure show, okay? You don't know what's going to happen. Some of you are with someone who was, there's punchlines throughout this show. But the person you're here with might not find the same thing funny that you find funny. So just remember that if the person next to you isn't laughing, but you find it funny, you better laugh. Okay? Because trust me, if you do not laugh, it's going to get very weird very quickly. So for your own good, laugh if you find something funny. This is a comedy show. Sometimes people don't believe me, but it is a comedy show. It is a goddamn comedy show, okay? And the other thing you need to know, I will do most of the work, but you need to do one thing for me. And some of you are fans of improv, some of you are fans of sketch. All I need you guys to do is pretend this is my bedroom. That's it. That's all you have to do. This is my bedroom. We're in my apartment, and I am moving out tomorrow. Is that good? Yeah. Okay, that's what we're doing. My bedroom, you're not on board. You better be on board. Yeah. What's your name?
Andrea.
Andrea? Yeah, oh, you're fucking Andrea, right? Don't you? Pressure's on. Okay, nice. You're one of the co-owners. You're one of the owners, right? No? Why is it always the people in the front? Even when you're masked on, I can feel the judgment. Always leaning towards the What's your name, sir?
Dan.
Dan, that's what I'm looking for, Dan. Yeah, that's it. Nice. You ready for this?
Probably.
What's the rule? What is this? It's a comedy show, and we're in my apartment. This is my bedroom.
All right.
Okay. So I'm gonna stand here. Kim is on the sound, so give it up for Kim one more time. Okay. So I'm gonna stand here. I'm gonna do my lines. Hopefully I don't forget any. But if I do, we'll see what happens. All right. So enjoy Healing Plus, and I will see you on the other side. Kim, we're ready to go. Ooh.
That feel good? That feel good? That feel good? What?
You gotta shut up and focus.
That feel good? Yes. Who?
What?
Like, yes, sir?
I'm not calling you sir.
What about Washington? Mr. Washington.
That's not even your last name. Should we be quieter? Can you roommate near us?
Yes. You know what's fucking great?
You know.
You guys are the first. You guys are the first audience to fucking laugh over the lines. That is fantastic. This is like the 12th time I've done this show, and no audience has ever laughed as loud as you guys have. Yeah. what you So yes, the answer is yes. I can hear everything.
I think I'm gonna,
Okay.
where should I?
In the condom?
What about?
Just do it in the condom.
You sure?
Positive.
How romantic. Right? How fucking romantic. We are gathered here today because I am moving out tomorrow and I feel nothing.
Can I call you something?
No.
Okay, cool.
That used to be my room, okay? I used to live in that room. I did 6.5 years in there. I moved into this apartment with my best friends, and he is not one of them, okay? That guy is 22, he's been there for 6 months, and he owes me $200. Now, luckily, my other new roommate lives on the other side of the apartment, so I don't know much about him, but this guy...
Okay, here we go. You got this, baby.
Are you talking to me?
No. Here we go. Here we go. That was incredible.
At least we're getting somewhere. Maybe next time I can, take my pants off before you finish.
They're the fucking best audience I've ever done. Best audience of all time. That's it. That's maybe I feel nothing because I don't have anything, right? When most people move, they have stuff, right? Like furniture, appliances, pictures that represent who they are and who they were, and I don't. Like, clearly this is going to be a very easy move, right? It's like, you made some bad life decisions when all you need to do to move is leave.
Just ignore it. He's probably calling to see if I need money.
You do need money.
I'm fine. I'll figure it out.
So, to recap, his brother's calling him right now. His brother's calling him. Probably calling to see if he needs money. He says, I'll figure it out, right? The bed is mine. Can you see the bed? That's what the fuck I'm talking about. Yeah. You can see. Are you mad? No. Are you I was like, is Matt your husband? Or...
He's over there.
Oh, he's over there. Okay, never mind. All right.
I'm just the next best thing.
You see the bed, right?
Yeah.
You see it? Matt, do you see the bed?
I do.
Yeah, you better say yes. This guy sees it, okay?
I see it better than he does.
It's a full-size mattress. It takes up like the whole fucking room. Andrew, you see it. I see nothing. That bed is mine, but I'm throwing it away tomorrow, okay? I could try to sell it, but trust me, you don't want to sleep on that thing. You do not want to sleep on it. I bought it brand new when I was in that room, and now there's like a giant crater in the middle. It doesn't matter if you fall asleep on the left side or the right side, you're waking up in the middle. Like a sad burrito, okay? But it was a great bed when I was in there, and then when I moved in here, I started using it as a chair and like back support for sitting on the ground. I don't know if you guys know this, but a bed is never just a bed, especially when you don't own a chair. Which is why I moved the stool off stage. That is not mine. I am 31 years old and I do not own a chair. But, and this is important, I could have bought one. I could have bought a chair.
Call him back. If he wants to help you, let him help you.
Hold on. Can we just take 1 second to celebrate what just happened?
No, if you're not going to call him late, at least stay late tonight. Let me train you. I can get your numbers up.
I'll figure it out.
Well, you better figure it out soon because I'm never coming back to this shithole.
She said that last week.
Yeah, well, I mean it this time! Look, all you have to do is sell 5 more a day and you'll be fine. Pitch me.
I could have bought a chair. I could have bought a chair. You know, when most people buy a ticket to a show, they're expecting to hear something worth their investment. Something powerful, something meaningful, something that hits them in their soul. Not tonight. Tonight, you guys get I could have bought a chair. And now some of you might be thinking, why did I waste my money on this show? And to those people, I'd like to remind you that you did not know what the show was about. You're just mostly here to support the theater. And I wasted a ton of money on Google Ads. I think you guys all know this, but yeah. I don't know if you picked up. This is a show within the show within the show, by the way. I don't know if you picked up on it. You did, okay. I could have. That's what you got. I could have bought a chair. This show is not the worst you've ever spent money on. Some of you have gym memberships you don't use. Some of you have been in relationships you don't want to be in. I bought a potato peeler. That's like the worst thing I ever spent money on. When I said I don't own anything, I failed to mention in the kitchen right now is a potato peeler that I used once, and then I decided I'm baking potatoes from now on. Okay? I do not have time to peel potatoes. I have a comedy career to focus on. So, if you don't enjoy this show, I hope you'll enjoy my next show, which is all about baking potatoes. Okay? Every ticket comes with a free stick of butter, and maybe even some bacon bits. Who knows? I don't know. What I'm saying is this show is not the worst thing you've ever spent money on, and I'll admit that is a very low bar. It's like, hey, how's Mike's new show? Not the worst thing I spent money on.
Pitch me.
No, I said I'll figure it out.
You hear that? I'll figure it out. How many of you have said I'll figure it out before? I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out, baby. That's it. I'll figure it out. It's like life is a giant improv show, right? I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. That used to be my line. If these rooms had names, that would be the I'll figure it out room. I must have said I'll figure it out at least 1,000,000 times in there, okay? I said it more than I said I love you, more than I said I'm sorry, and in my defense, I figured some shit out. Not a lot, but I figured out how to pay my rent. I figured out how to pay my bills, at least the ones I'm trying to pay. Fuck you, student loans. I figured out how to bake potatoes. It's pretty impressive. Like, all this will change one day, but for now, I have figured out how to survive.
You know why I make sales? Because people believe in me. Make them believe in you.
But surviving doesn't feel like an accomplishment. Like, a lot of you are artists, or performers or whatever. Like, when I was a kid, I never said, hey, when I grow up, I want to be a survivor. It's like, hey, fuck success, I just want to be breathing.
Pitch me.
Fine. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you're enjoying your shopping experience here today.
Stop.
Dude, that was the first line.
Yeah, and my first note is you gotta cut that.
But they told us you have to say it.
But you don't work for the store, you work for Yesco. Fuck their shopping experience, you're the shopping experience.
Surviving was never my list of things I wanted to achieve. Neither is being a good friend or a good boyfriend. All I've been trying to do, at least for the past 10 years, is accomplish one very simple goal. But before I tell you that goal...
So how should I open?
Just get right into it. They're at your station because they heard your announcement. You're about to show them something that's going to change their life. Tell them about it. Change their life.
You know what? I fucked up a line. I fucked up a line. Kim, did I fuck up a line?
Just a little.
Thank you.
Okay.
Wait.
I know it's
Wait. Let's pause that. Wait. Thank you. Let's reset. Reset. That was too good. You guys are rolling with it. I haven't experienced that much laughter in a long time. Lately, this show has been more of a theater show. And this is how good this laughter is. Yeah, let's do this shit, yeah. Sometimes the audience wants to be theater, but you guys want to be comedy, so this is good. This is very good. This is it. But before I tell you my goal, I think we're at this point, right, Kim? But before I tell you my goal, you're going to hear this. This is going to make you feel good about your life, okay? Trust me. You're going to hear this.
Okay. Folks, I know it's early on a Tuesday morning, but I think we're all friends here. So I'm going to ask you something very personal, and I want you to be honest with me. Raise your hand if you or someone you love suffers from diarrhea.
I bet you want to hear more about chairs now, don't you?
Now, okay, I don't see a lot of hands going up, which is fine, but I know if I check some of your underwear...
Cut that.
But it's in the script!
Cut it. Keep going.
Okay, where was I?
Diarrhea.
All I've been trying to do for the past 10 years is accomplish one very simple goal. I wanted to figure out how to perform at comedy clubs at like 8 o'clock on a Tuesday night instead of 1 a.m. on a Wednesday morning. That's all I've been trying to figure out how to do for the past 10 years, is get on stage at 8 o'clock on a Tuesday night in New York City because those shows pay you. No one's getting paid on the 1 a.m. shows I do. That's all I've been trying to do for the past 10 years, is figure out how to impress the people that run comedy clubs so I can get on stage in front of 20 people at 8 o'clock on a Tuesday night instead of 4 people at 1 a.m. on a Wednesday morning. That's all I've been trying to do and get paid. That's all I've been trying to do for the past 10 years. Suck up to these gatekeepers, pay my dues, impress these bookers, right? And I was kind of good, okay? I had some good jokes, especially if I was feeling confident. It's not like I've been trying to do this show for the past 10 years. I never walked up to the person who runs a comedy club and said, hey, for my 10-minute set, I want to open with the sound of my roommates fucking. Or not fucking. Or doing whatever weird shit it is they do in there.
I used to have diarrhea all the time.
It's true.
In fact, when someone asks me to describe the most important moment of my life, sadly, I can't talk about that moment without mentioning diarrhea. The most important moment of my life was the day my grandmother died. She was my best friend, and I knew she was dying. I couldn't stop crying. Grandma, God bless her soul, still found a way to comfort me. She said, everything's going to be okay. I'll always be right here with you. And as soon as she pressed her finger against my heart, I had to rip my hand away from hers and sprint to the bathroom. When I got back to her bed, she was dead. Side note, you know your shit stinks when it's all you can smell, even though you're standing right next to your dead granny.
What's with you?
What? They said that humor to the pitch, right? It's an emotional story. I'm trying to lighten it up.
Some stories don't need punchlines. Let me hear the pain in your voice. Also, you should probably talk to someone about this, right? Like a therapist or even me, if you want. I'm still trying to process some family stuff too.
I'm fine. Can we get this over with?
Sure.
I would love it if you guys came to all my shows. You don't know how many times we've gotten to this point in the show and I'm just standing here with silence and people are feeling emotion. I'm like, no, you're supposed to laugh. And by the way, some of you might feel a little bit uncomfortable. You might feel a little tension right now. So I'll just clear the air and let you know that neither of my grandmothers died whilst having explosive diarrhea. I don't know if you're like, is this part of the show within the show within the show thing? I had a fucked up childhood, but it wasn't that fucked up. So we can keep going.
That was the most important moment of my life because I knew I had to make a change. And a few nights later, I saw the commercial. You know what I'm talking about. It doesn't have to be this way. That's what Dr. Collins said to me as he looked through the screen at me. Take back control of your life. And then he picked up this bottle of pills. I called the number on the screen and I haven't had diarrhea since. Now raise your hand if you want to take back control of your life.
Do people usually raise their hands?
No. I don't know.
Think about it. Why don't they raise their hands?
I told you, I don't know.
Because you only made it about you. Hey, don't get frustrated. All you have to do is find a balance. Think about them. How can these pills help them? Yes, make them believe in you, but think about them.
You know, sometimes it's good to have roommates just to realize how you're not as fucked up as you used to be. That's a good thing about that, right? Because when I was in that room, I ruined every single good relationship I could have had. I ruined every single good friendship or hookup or any bit of happiness I could have had because I was so obsessed about getting on stage at 8 o'clock on a Tuesday night. Like that was everything I was focused on for 10 years. Is just I was ignoring my relationships and trying to impress these gatekeepers, right? One of my biggest fears is having an ex accuse me of being a piece of shit, and I gotta be like, hey, I was just trying to get on at 8 o'clock. No, it really wasn't even about you. I was just trying to pay my dues, right? And after 10 years of trying to pay my dues, all I have to say is fuck paying your dues.
Show them that you care, that you actually want to help them, even if you're just pretending. You don't have to try that hard. You're never going to see these people again. Just build a little trust by asking specific questions. How are you? Are you shopping for anyone special today? Hey, I like that sweater. I don't know, just keep it simple. Sell the product, make money. These pills are going to save you or someone you love time, energy, and money in the bathroom. Instead of spending all day on the toilet, you can get back to binge watching your favorite shows. Instead of getting exhausted from shitting, you'll have energy to go to the gym. Instead of spending hundreds of dollars a year on toilet paper and air fresheners, you can just spend $19.95 right now. Try again.
Why do we have to keep talking about this?
Because you're not getting it. I'm trying to help you.
Trust me, I'm fine. I'll figure it out.
You know how pathetic it feels to dedicate your life to impressing the bookers of comedy clubs? And when I say that, I'm not talking about the bookers of the Blue Brick Theater. You should try to impress them, for sure. Yeah. It feels gross though sometimes, you know? I'm trying to like dedicate every single thing you do to a gatekeeper. And like you don't have to be a comedian to relate to this. We're all trying to impress a boss. We're all trying to impress a gatekeeper. We're all trying to work our way up, pay our dues. I have a friend who's very religious, okay? Doesn't drink, doesn't smoke, waited till he was married to have sex. Those are some expensive dues to have to pay, right? It's pretty difficult. And when he tells me these things, he tells me that he has dedicated his life to God. That is his gatekeeper. He has dedicated his life to his God. And whenever he tells me this, and he tells me he's dedicated his life to God, it makes me feel like he's wasting his life, okay? Probably shouldn't say that on a Sunday, but you know. It's late, you know. But seriously, whenever he tells me this, when he tells me he's dedicated his life to God, it makes me feel like he's missing out on all these incredible things happening around him. But then he kindly reminds me that I dedicated my life to the people who run comedy clubs. So at least he's trying to impress the right gatekeeper, right? It's like, shit, I wasn't even trying to impress Netflix. But clearly I am now.
You know, maybe I was wrong about the whole you having potential thing. I don't know why I'm wasting my time with you.
You can leave!
And you can suck my dick! Your roommate's an asshole.
He actually helped me pay my rent last month.
I am never getting that money back.
Do you like when people feel sorry for you?
What?
Do you like it when people feel sorry for you? It's like 1 minute you're this fun person who I actually enjoy being around, the next minute you're this sad sack of shit, no pun intended, and it kind of seems like you're more comfortable that way. So I'm wondering if you enjoy it when people feel sorry for you.
Okay. Let's do a reset. I figured out something I'm leaving with. I am leaving with the fact that nobody ever said those words to me in this room. While I've been in this room, no one has ever asked me if I like it when people feel sorry for me. That's an accomplishment. Especially because someone said that to me when I was in there. Word for word for word. When I was in that room, a girlfriend of mine asked me if I like it when people feel sorry for me. And it didn't have any impact on me whatsoever. I kind of brushed it off, you know? It's not like 10 years later, I hired 2 actors and paid them a substantial amount of money to reenact that scene. Just based off how guilty I felt. And then decided to reconnect with James Tierney, the guy I met when I was a teenager. And I was like, hey, we should do a show on a Sunday night at State College. Just all based off how guilty I felt. Because why would someone do that? Because say it with me, that would be a colossal waste of money, right? Just based off how guilty they feel. Like, that's fucking ridiculous. But there's more.
Just quit.
I'm not giving up.
You know, we can all agree, fuck student loans. I think we can all agree on that. Unless, I mean, I don't know. I think, yeah, It's not good when the dentist gets more approval. You guys got more upset about Wally like than me being like, yeah, fuck student. Do you guys work for the financial aid department of Penn State? The only good thing about student loans is that they tell you when you'll be done paying off your debt, you know? Like eventually if you start paying off if you start making your payments, you can actually figure out when you'll be done paying off your debt. Now with paying your dues, like apparently that shit can last forever. You know, like after 10 years of trying to pay my dues, I started thinking like how expensive was this bill to begin with? You know, I don't remember buying dues anywhere. I don't even know where they sell dues. I checked on Amazon, there's nothing, okay? You know what the worst thing is? Has anyone ever like tried to impress a boss and like work their way up and then all of a sudden that boss gets fired? You've been kissing this person's ass for years and you thought you'd be next in line for that promotion and all of a sudden they get fired and now there's a new boss and now you have to try to impress the new boss but you can't do it because every time you try to talk to the new boss, all the old boss's shit just keeps falling out of your mouth, right? And yes, I should have been more honest about the topics I was going to cover tonight. But it's hard to sell tickets to a show called Chairs and Diarrhea.
What do you want?
Breakfast.
In life, what do you want?
You know what I want? I want to figure out how to calm down. That's what I want. I want to figure out how to relax. I want to figure out how to live guilt-free. That's what I want, okay? And I know to some of you it might seem like I'm calm, but that's only because I can't act. Trust me, if I was an actor, they would not be here right now. And this show would have been much cheaper to make.
What do you
Fine,
want?
okay, I'll give you one more. I want to sell out Carnegie Hall. That was my original goal. That was my original goal. But before I got all brainwashed and impressing gatekeepers to try and get on stage at 8 o'clock to pay my dues and work my way up and impress these fucking bookers, my original goal was to sell out Carnegie Hall. Put on my own sold-out show at Carnegie Hall. But at some point, I forgot that I can make that happen.
What do you want?
By the time I'm 26, I'm going to be the CEO of a billion-dollar business.
Has anyone ever been to Carnegie Hall in New York? Anyone ever been? That was like the first thing I did when I moved to New York. I was so obsessed with Carnegie Hall. I went on a tour of Carnegie Hall. Carnegie Hall is one of the most prestigious venues on the planet. And it has one of the shittiest gift shops on the planet. The gift shop here at the Blue Brick Theater is 10 times better than Carnegie Hall. Yes. Better design, better colors, better stickers, more motivation. Because they have the wrong motivation at Carnegie Hall. Their marketing is fucking the easiest thing to get brainwashed into, and it's like not this. It fucks up every good thing you could have in your life. Okay. All their merchandise. They sell coffee cups, T-shirts, tote bags, and they all have this one question on them: how do you get to Carnegie Hall? How do you get to Carnegie Hall? And their answer is practice, practice, practice. And I have to say, as someone who owns one of these coffee cups, it is one of the most depressing coffee cups you can have on your desk at work. Okay? It's right up there with just kill yourself. There is nothing quite like getting to your desk at 8 a.m. and having your coffee cup already disappointed in you. It's like, come on, man, the day just started. You gotta turn it around so it stops looking into your soul. Like, come on, leave me alone, man. And don't get me wrong, practice, practice, practice makes sense if you're a musician. You can practice in your room, but practice, practice, practice to a comedian brainwashed me into thinking I have to work my way up, I have to pay my dues, I have to get on stage from 1 a.m., I have to get on stage at 8 p.m. to get paid, I have to press these gatekeepers, I have to work my way up, I have to kiss these people's asses just so I can get on stage. Because for a comedian to practice, 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 you need an audience. And I thought to get an audience, I have to impress all these dickheads that have the stage time.
By the time I'm 26, I'm going to be the CEO of a billion-dollar business.
I heard you the first time.
Don't you want to hear my plan?
In 4 years, you're going to be the CEO of a billion-dollar business?
Yes.
Last night, I had to buy you a banana.
Okay, in my defense, how was I supposed to know that guy raised his prices? 2 weeks ago, he was selling bananas for 25 cents each, okay? How was I supposed to know? Huh? Let me ask you this. Who charges 35 cents for a banana? Who walks around with 35 cents? Is the amount of time that guy has to spend counting change worth the extra 10 cents?
Yes, it's called running a business.
You want to talk about making money? By the time I'm 26.
Yeah, billion-dollar business. How?
By telling the truth. These pills don't work. We're selling people lies.
You're not telling people anything.
Fine. You're selling people lies. Those pills are garbage. But these pills, these pills work. I've been taking them for my diarrhea.
Granny Annie's?
Exactly. Granny Annie's Healing Plus. I wanted to surprise you.
Great surprise.
We still need to raise capital to meet our launch date, but like I said, I'd love to change the subject, so here you go. I told you I'll figure it out. This is it.
You made your own diarrhea pills and named them after your grandmother?
Yes, well, I didn't make them. Remember my buddy Ben?
You never introduced me to anyone named Ben.
Whatever, that's not important. He's studying to be a pharmacologist, and I told him about this bullshit Yesco's selling, and we decided to make a superior product. But the healers are only going to make us the first million. Want to see what'll take us to $1 billion?
I'm still trying to process this whole you naming a diarrhea pill after your grandmother thing. Is that supposed to be her on the label?
Yeah, it came out great, right?
Did you ask her family if you could use her image?
Fuck no. Aren't you wondering how I was so in the moment earlier? We've never had sex like that before.
That wasn't... Dude, I still had my pants on.
You know what I mean? I didn't have anxiety. I wasn't nervous. I was in the moment, baby. And that's the $1 billion company. Check it out.
Granny Annie's Happy.
Boner pills.
You put your grandma's face on a bottle of boner pills?
I work for Yesco selling their bullshit when we can truly help people. I was thinking Granny Annie's could be like the indie version of these products, like the Noah Baumbach of boner pills.
You put an eggplant emoji on your head?
Yeah, it's great, right? And I want you to be our CMO or head of sales or whatever you want to call it. We need you.
If you need me so much, why not make me a co-founder?
Done. You want to be a co-founder?
Fuck no. I didn't move to this city to sell boner pills with your grandma's face on it. What am I saving money for?
I don't know. What?
It's an easy one.
I told you like 20 times.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did. What am I saving money for?
To buy a camera.
What's my dream job?
To travel and get paid to take pictures.
What's my cat's name?
I don't know that one. She must have told him that somewhere else. Which is hard to believe because they're always fucking here.
You never told me any of those things.
Yes, you did.
I never told you those things?
Oh,
I told you in
fuck.
person. I told you over the phone. I even texted you all of those things.
Those better
Well,
than they were pumping, or-
Let's play a game. I don't know if you know this, but you can search text messages. So let me just type in Oliver. Oh, wow, look at that. 5 texts from me to you with the word Oliver in it. My cat Oliver isn't feeling well. I know Oliver is a silly name for a cat, but he just looked like an Oliver. Now let's search for a camera. Oh, wow, 10 texts from me to you about how I'm getting closer to buying the camera I want. Let's do one more. Let's try, how are you? Look at that! 17 texts from me to you asking how you're doing. And none from you. And now I'm going to send you one last text so you can read it anytime you need to refresh your memory. Fuck you. Sent. Oh, and here's one more sales or just life tip. Listen. Learn how to listen. I'm getting promoted on Friday and you're getting fired. I was just trying to help you keep your job. Oh, and for the record, you're making your granny look like a huge slut who had terrible diarrhea. Which is fine. But it's kind of fucked up since, she's dead. But like I said, more importantly, fuck you. Buy your own bananas.
Okay. Good for her. Good for her. Well, at least now we can have some peace and quiet.
Fuck!
Never mind. I do like how she left them by her own bananas. I think that's a fantastic way to leave a room. And I also love how apparently this apartment doesn't have doors. Must have been an expensive sound effect. Clearly we spent all the money on the set, you know? And Google AdWords. That's it. Andrew, did you know you can rent Carnegie Hall? How fucked up is that? Did you know that? Yeah. Is there any other Andrews in there? It'd be great if your name was Andrew and then it's just like, you can rent Carnegie Hall. If you want to perform at Carnegie Hall, you don't have to ruin your fucking life to do it. You don't have to practice. All you have to do is give them money. It's essentially what I'm already doing, just on a much higher scale. Okay? If you want to perform at Carnegie Hall, you can rent the building. You don't have to impress gatekeepers, you don't have to impress bookers of comedy clubs, you don't have to work your way up. You just need money. Okay, that's it. I didn't know that. You know who told me that? A comedian named Louis C.K. Exactly. Hold for applause. Louis C.K. was doing a Q&A session about 12 years ago in New York City. I was sitting in the front row, and I asked him, I said, hey, do you feel as successful as you are? That was my question to Louis C.K. Do you feel as successful as you are? Because I wanted reassurance that all the regrets I was developing in that room would be fine one day. I wanted him to tell me that all the mistakes I was making in my personal life would be okay one day. And apparently, I was asking the wrong person. Dude, look it up. You'll get it. He said he would feel successful when Carnegie Hall asked him to perform there. That was his level of success. He said, I will feel successful when Carnegie Hall asks me to perform there after I do all my practice. And his manager told him that he could do it right now. Because he has enough fans, he has enough money, he could just rent the building. And there's multiple rooms there. They have 2 smaller rooms where you could use Kickstarter. I know a sketch group called the Three Busy Dumbers who used Kickstarter to sell one of the small rooms at Carnegie Hall. So I have these 2 examples of how to do it. But I got brainwashed into their marketing. Okay? I got brainwashed into thinking that practice. I got brainwashed into thinking I had to do all that. Okay? And they know they're doing it. Carnegie Hall knows they're fucking brainwashing people. Okay? Because they know that practice sells more coffee cups than chill out, make friends, and give us all their money. You ever wonder how many regrets you have because of someone's marketing?
Hey, what's up, man? Sorry, Mr. Call. Give me a call back.
And for the record, when I ask you have any regrets from someone's marketing, this show does not count. This does not count. Does not count. I have trouble relaxing. I have trouble calming down. I have trouble feeling at peace and guilt-free because I've been doing everything the wrong way because I thought I had to. By listening to the marketing of corporations, of the idea of even New York City, how you have to work your ass off to make anything happen. I've been making all these mistakes because of people's marketing, especially seeking all this love, acceptance, and approval from the people who run comedy clubs when I had all those things already in that room.
Hey, what's up, man? Yeah, everything's fine. Just figuring it out. No, I appreciate that, but I'm doing fine.
Probably costs $80,000 to rent Carnegie Hall for a night. And when I say probably, I mean it does. $80,000. You know how I know that? Because they still respond to all my emails. They answer all my voicemails. They call me back. They send me proposals. They don't think I'm crazy. And even if they do, they still respond. You know why they respond to me? Because they know one day I'm probably going to give them $80,000. So they listen to me. They're like, yeah, sure. Who knows what will happen? Because the people that work there know you don't have to practice to get there. All you have to do is pay. That's it. That's all you have to do. And yes, $80,000 is a ton of money for one show. Okay? I probably will not open with the sound of my roommates fucking out. But then again, I will. $80,000 is a ton of money for one show. But if you know 2,804 people that'll buy like a $50 ticket to come see you, you can actually make a profit off of it, especially if you sell your own posters or diarrhea boner pills.
I was wondering if I could throw a business idea by you. Well, it's kind of like a health supplement company, so there's definitely a market for it. Granny Annie's. Yeah, like after grandma. So, it's a little weird, but again, totally a market for it. Diarrhea boner pills. No, 2 separate pills. I suppose you could take them together if you're going to do like butt stuff. Which... Right. Yeah, this is a strange conversation to have with your brother.
That's it. I think someone's going to the bathroom. Perfect time. Sometimes it's good to have roommates, right? To realize you're not as fucked up as you used to be. I am happy I'm no longer that delusional. I'm happy I'm no longer so focused on my goal that I forget about the people around me, okay? I'm happy I'm no longer that person where I have those blinders up and I'm fucking up all my relationships because I'm so focused on that one goal, okay? And it all changed when I moved into this room. When I moved into this room, I decided I wanted to take back control of my life. When I moved into this room, I decided I wanted to make a change. I wanted to stop fucking up all my friendships and my relationships. And I did a few things. I started going to therapy. I went to therapy for 7 months, and I stopped going because my therapist graduated. That's a real thing. That's a real thing. I thought I was doing well financially. Turns out my therapist was an intern. I had no idea. She wasn't even getting paid. She was getting school credit. I had no idea. I did not know she wasn't a real therapist until one day I walked in and she said, "Mike, I can't be your therapist anymore." And I said, "Why?" And she said, "Because now I'm a real therapist." You can no longer afford my services. Therapy helped me out tremendously. Therapy helped me out and like focusing more on my friendships and my relationships and being obsessed over that one goal. But you know what helped me out even more is when I bought that air conditioner in the window over there. You see it? Yeah, you see it? It's been there the whole time, right? You see the air conditioner? You see the window? That air conditioner changed my fucking life. That air conditioner is the best thing I ever bought. I am leaving it here tomorrow because I don't know where I'm going, and it doesn't make sense to carry it around with me because it's fucking heavy, okay? But that will always be my air conditioner. If these rooms have names, that will be the all figured out room, and this will be the room with the AC, or the recovery room.
Yeah, I know I can call you, I just don't want to bother you.
I spent 6 of the hottest summers of my life in that room without an air conditioner. 6! I went through so many relationships, so many hookups in there, without a fucking air conditioner. I had enough money to buy one, but just like I had enough money to buy a chair, I didn't think I deserved it. That's how brainwashed I was about my fucking career. I thought I was so bad at comedy that I didn't deserve a chair or a fucking air conditioner because I couldn't impress the people that run comedy clubs who used to be bartenders like 6 months before that. I thought being sweaty and uncomfortable would make me work harder. I thought being sweaty and uncomfortable would help me impress these fucking gatekeepers. I thought being sweaty and uncomfortable would help me practice.
That's funny. I actually might have been in a relationship until about 10 minutes ago.
Now he figures it out.
Yeah, no, she's great. I just, trying to figure this shit out. Work my way up,
I'm sure all of you already know this, but it turns out being sweaty and uncomfortable just makes you sweaty and uncomfortable. That's it. And when I was feeling sweaty and uncomfortable and like a failure because I couldn't get on stage, I started to be an asshole to whoever's in there with me who was also sweaty and uncomfortable because they made the mistake of liking me, of wanting to hang out with me, of believing in me.
I mean, I'll have time for relationships, love, and everything else once I'm successful.
Yeah. Just summarize my 20s. It's like I wrote this show. What's that? 2,804, right? 2,804, that's all I need to play Carnegie Hall. And yes, $80,000. But honestly, the $80,000 seems like the easy part. I think I could raise $80,000. The hard part is 2,804. Because whenever I think about that number, I can only think about the people who won't come to see me. And yeah, some of them book comedy clubs, and some of them are just ex-friends, ex-hookups, ex-girlfriends who liked me. And I fucked up all those relationships because I was so focused on my goal of working my way up, of paying my dues, of oppressing gatekeepers, I never thought about them. Carnegie Hall should sell another coffee cup, okay? And that coffee cup should just say, yeah, practice, 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 but if someone likes you and you like them, think about them. Because they're going to make your dreams come true faster than these fucking gatekeepers will. And even for 80,000 this is too close to home for you guys. This is actually an intervention, not like an intervention. Intervention. It'd be great if I did an intervention with 3 minutes left in the show. Gotta sell some drinks. That's it. 2,804, man. I just kept thinking about them. The coffee cup. They're gonna make your dreams come true faster than these gatekeepers will. And even for $80,000, Carnegie Hall will not sleep with you. It is a building. And if you're into that kind of weird shit, you probably can't get 2,804 people to sleep. And it won't laugh at your dumb jokes or cheer up when you're down. It's a long coffee cup. It's more like a thermos. It's going to be a hot item.
Oh, did that so hopefully you want to go through that? I don't know what that means. JC, right. Oh well. Okay, later, man. Thank you.
Hove did that, so hopefully you won't have to go through that. It's my favorite Jay-Z line. Jay-Z is one of my heroes. Jay-Z is one of the most successful entertainers of all time, one of the most successful humans of all time. And he started out by selling drugs. He was a drug dealer. And then eventually he found out that he can make a living doing what he's passionate about and making music and writing and touring, you know? But when he became a successful musician, people accused him of encouraging young people to sell drugs because he would talk about that in his lyrics. And he got so disgruntled by that he made this new song where he said, I never told you to sell drugs. Hove, which is his nickname, Hove did that, so hopefully you won't have to go through that. I did those things, and now I'm showing you another way. Listen to me so you don't make the same mistakes I did, okay? Listen to me so I can guide you towards focusing on your passions instead of like doing the bad shit I did. Listen to me. Think about the people that like you, okay? Listen to the people that like you. Listen to the people that are trying to help you. Take off those blinders. How do you impress the gatekeepers of comedy clubs? You take off the blinders and you ask your friends around you who impress those gatekeepers. Hey, how'd you do it? What would you avoid? What would you do differently? Think about them. They did these things so you won't have to. They're trying to help you. Who knew Jay-Z was another role model than Louis C.K.? That's what I learned in this room, man. What I learned in this room is to listen to the people trying to help you, like she was trying to help him in that room. Listen to them. Think about them. And don't just do it because you want them to come see you at Carnegie Hall. Do it because it's the right thing to do, you know? If someone puts enough energy into being kind to you, be kind to them. The most important thing I've learned in this room is that there are other people in this show.
Hey guys, with all due respect,
Forget about them.
which is not a lot, will you both please shut the fuck up? I can hear you all the way in my room. We got this guy selling bone pills with his mom's face on them, and this guy talking about learning how to think about the right people. Well, why don't you think about me? All right? I pay to live here too. Okay? Some of us have real jobs. I'm over here trying to work and I gotta listen to this bullshit. Also, motherfucker, maybe you couldn't impress those gatekeepers because you sound like Tom Hanks reading a suicide note.
You're on his side?
Keep it down. Please. And thank you. And fuck you.
You're on his side, okay. Well, I guess we should wrap this up then.
Who are you talking to?
Give me 2 more minutes.
Yeah, whatever. You're lucky you're moving out tomorrow. And do some fucking dishes before you leave.
For the last time, none of those dishes are mine, okay? I do not own anything. He doesn't see any potato peelers in this thing, does he? No, I don't think so. Think about them. Think about the people that like you. Think about them. Listen to them. The best night I ever had in this room was with someone I love. And all we did is we sat on the floor, we leaned against my bed, and we talked to each other with the air conditioner humming in the background. That's it. That's all we did the whole night. I wasn't focused about my goals. I wasn't focused on impressing gatekeepers. I wasn't thinking about practice. I wasn't thinking about working my way up. I was just sitting on the ground against my bed, communicating with someone I love. I could never do that in that room. I could never communicate. I had no idea how to communicate with anyone when I was in that room, which is a shame because I have a degree in communication. And now you know why I say fuck student loans. Why am I paying for that? I didn't earn it. But I want more of those nights. I want more of those nights where I'm just communicating with someone I love. And maybe if I keep thinking about the right people, maybe one day I will play Carnegie Hall. Or at the very least, 10 years from now, I won't have to hire 2 new actors and pay them hundreds of dollars to reenact regrets from these years of my life. Maybe next time we can have a relaxing Sunday night instead of seeing this. I don't know. Maybe then I can finally live guilt-free, okay? So why did I start the show by saying I feel nothing then, right? I'm going through all this, so why do I feel nothing? Maybe I feel nothing because I paid all my dues and I have nothing to show for it. Or maybe I feel nothing because clearly I'm ready to move on. Quick update. Since I started writing this show, I have moved into a studio apartment, no roommates. And I am now the proud owner of 2 chairs. And if you enjoyed the show, we have these Granny Annie Happy Tins for you. There are no boner pills inside, but you can put your own in there if you want to. They're on the last chair right in front of Kim. Speaking of Kim, give it up for Kim. One more time for Jackie and James Tierney. Thank you all so much for coming out and enjoy the rest of your night. Thank you. Yeah, Jack is back.